Alright guys, this is my toolbox tour of my Kobalt toolbox. I used to work at a Ford dealership, and now they have fired me for reasons I don't know why, but oh well. I did go to college at NASCAR Tech in Mooresville, North Carolina, and I took their Ford program there, so it's not really hard for me to find a job. I just figured go ahead and do a toolbox tour while I'm at home and have free time right now. Up top, I have my Streamlight and the car charger for my Streamlight and a little watch that is broken. I use it as a clock in here. These are my two phone chargers, and this is a charger for my jump box. Right here, I have extra like little notepads and sticky notes and stuff like that for notes I need to take. My miniature screwdrivers. Tire pressure, TPMS, or valve core remover, another magnet, TPMS tool, a little note for me, some more magnets, some extra certifications I have, and just a magnet tray that holds papers and whatever else I wanted to hold. This is my Streamlight charger, my Matco charger, Snap-on 14.4 charger, and Snap-on 18-volt charger. And the first drawer is pretty much empty. Don't know what I'm going to put in here, but right now I just have some zip ties and all that stuff in it. And the second drawer is pretty much a little bit of everything. Right here we have bits, some more bits, little extractors, some picks, Craftsman's short picks, which are really actually long compared to the Pittsburgh, punch, some interior tool trim tools, Stanley ratcheting screwdriver, a T nut driver, just a normal nut driver, some Allens, magnets and a mirror, some Matco interior tool trim tools, and Matco extractors. Next drawer down is pretty much my standard ratchets. They're all gear wrench. They go from 1/4 inch to 13/16, and then in the stubbies they go from 5/16 all the way up to 5/8. And that's just some Craftsman ones back there, and that's a brake bleeder and a spare 1/2 inch. Underneath that is pretty much all of my metrics I got right here is Husky and a Hyper Tough, and another Hyper Tough for a 6mm. I don't have a 7 and I don't have a 16, and the 18 is filling in. But they go from 8. The Huskies go 8 to 19. They skip the 18 and the 16. The gear wrench I bought in a set that came with these and the stubbies. Same with the standards. They go from 8 to 17, and the stubbies are 10 to 15. I have a spare 8 and a 10mm. Underneath that, I have pliers, adjustable wrenches, vice grips, a band wrench, oil filter pliers. These are some little needle nose, some scissors, electrical tool, strippers, and all that stuff. This is a Harbor Freight plier set that came with this. They do okay. This is a Blue Point long needle nose and long dike set. Then we have my pretty much everything drawer. I have other little tools in here that I got some box cutters, calculator, some more knives back here. This is a hood strut tool to hold hood up when the shocks are wore out. A lighter, tire chalk, markers and pens, tread depth gauge, spare keys for the box, some lens cleaners for my glasses, and tweezers. Right here I have chapstick, comb, and some extra staples for my staple. Another knife, some oil filter or oil change stickers, some extra lights, side shields for my glasses, and brake pad measuring tool. Underneath that is screwdrivers. In the back, that's all flathead, mix of Stanley, Craftsman, Husky, and all that. Some extra bits, and the same goes for the Phillips head right here with a little ratcheting screwdriver and miniature screwdrivers. This is an electrical diagnostic drawer I have. I got my scan tool, another little scan tool. I got some jumper cable or jumper leads, spark plug tester, temp gun, DMM, some extra fuses, T-pins for back probing, extra batteries, stethoscope, and all that stuff. And underneath that is pretty much an everything drawer. Back here I have little vacuum plugs to plug off things and all that stuff. This is what I use to clean battery terminals. This is antifreeze test coolant. This is the test brake fluid. The funnel for Fords with the capless gas tank. This is what I use for cleaning battery terminals and all that stuff. Some snacks to get me through the day. Another magnet tray right here is to hold my cutoff tools or cutoff discs, valve stems, some extra other little parts and all that stuff, some razor blades, grinding pads and all that stuff, some extra bolts, some bigger parts, all right here. And then down here we have all of my sockets. Back here we have standard snap-on mid-lengths, standard snap-on shallows, all 1/2 inch, 3/8 Allen's Husky, and just some Craftsman adapters, Matco 3/8 Torx, Matco 3/8 E-Torx, some oil filter sockets, some swivels, 2 1/4 inch, 2 3/8, and a 1/2 inch, T30, T25, T20 snap-on 1/4 inch. 1/4 to 1/4 inch hex adapter, another 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter, Mac 8mm snap-on 10mm. These are Stanley and Kobalt. The only 2 Kobalt sockets in here are the 4.5 and the 5.5. The rest are Stanley, and they go all the way from 4 to 14. And then the shallows are all Pittsburgh, besides the, I believe, yeah, like the 4, 4.5, I think the 5 is a Pittsburgh, and the 5.5 is a Stanley. These are some random metric sockets I've accumulated over the year, or over the 2 years of me being in the business. This is a snap-on 3/8 10mm swivel socket, and this is just some standards that I've accumulated over the years. And this is a Gator grip one. These 2 are Pittsburgh, along with all of these 1/2 inch deeps. The ones that are in place are snap-on mid-lengths because the Pittsburgh skipped them. Snap-on 1/2 inch swivel, Kobalt 3-inch extension. The rest of the snap-on mid-lengths in the back, and snap-on shallow 1/2 inch impacts. This is a Pittsburgh 21, and the rest of these are all 3/8 deep snap-on, besides that 21. The rest of these are just kind of a mix of tool sets I've had over the years I've pretty much been alive. Some Kobalt, Stanleys, Autocraft, Chrome Valium, just a little bit of everything. Stanley snap-on, no. Stanley spark plug sockets. 21 and a 21.5 flip socket, 19.5, 18.5 flip socket for swollen lug nuts. 21 and a 19 extractor socket flip. 19.5. This is a 13/16. Yeah, 13/16 and 3/4 flip socket, and this is a 7/16, or no, 7/8 and 15/16 flip socket. Pittsburgh 1/2 inch breaker bar, and I have a Craftsman pry bar. And then the next drawer is ratchets and extensions. This is a Matco locking flex head 1/2-inch ratchet, Stanley 1/2-inch ratchet, Snap-on 3/8 flex head, Snap-on 3/8 non-lock flex head, another Snap-on 3/8 flex head that my dad has given me, Pittsburgh flex head that I bought when this one broke, and then I bought this Stanley 3/8 impact, or no, 3/8 ratchet, 1/4-inch bit driver or nut driver, Snap-on swivel head, 1/4-inch husky, 1/4-inch locking flex head, Matco ratchet, and this is the long Snap-on 1/4-inch ratchet. The rest of these are Craftsman and Stanley, besides this one, and this one, and this one are all Snap-on. The one in between is this Craftsman. These are Kobalt. Underneath that is hammer drawer and pry bars. These are the other two Craftsman pry bars that I have, and a Titan indexing pry bar. Scraper, ball peen, rubber mallet, 1 pound dead blow, 2 pound dead blow, 4 pound dead blow from Harbor Freight. Air tool adapters, some torque sticks, brake tool for brake tools, or drum brakes, C-clamp, and caliper spreader that is from Walmart, but I mean it gets the job done. So digital micrometer, impact driver. These are some Black & Decker drill bits. I mainly just have them because of the tray that they're in. It's well organized and they are labeled. They are shitty, or not really shitty drill bits, but they do wear out pretty fast. Jump box, some extra inserts for these and these. Grabber, some Snap-on organizers I have. Underneath that is 1/2-inch torque wrench, 3/8 Mac air ratchet, a Walmart die grinder, or straight grinder, Harbor Freight cutoff tool, Snap-on 18-volt battery, Hitachi battery, my Blue Point air chuck, Snap-on 1/2-inch MG725 impact, and the 1/2-inch electric Snap-on impact, and a Harbor Freight grinder. Underneath that is my Hitachi drill, some cleaning supplies, some funnels, gloves, extra box of gloves, paper, ratchet strap. This is a oil filter cap for a 6.4 liter diesel. I have an extra air chuck in there too, and some spare oil filter wrenches. Over here is spare interior trim tools, blowgun, little pin things to measure tire pressure and all that stuff. Some steel wool, air tool, line, braider, whatever you want to call it. Some grinding bits. These I use to hold things together other than a zip tie if I'm going to be getting at it a lot. These are the wrenches for my air tools. This is a Kobalt 12-inch magnet for $10. I only bought that one because I couldn't get the Harbor Freight one to fit. This is my Matco 3/8 electric impact and Snap-on 3/8 electric ratchet with spare battery, and this is the other 3/8 to 1/4-inch adapter. And here I have vacuum tees, just some spare parts and electrical connectors back there. Oil filters, some pain medicine, spring cup, deodorant, and tire gauge with a snack in there, tape measure, and just some spare parts and extra stuff. I have my prescription safety glasses. This is a brake bleeder that I have, so you can bleed brakes with one person doing the buddy system. Some extra organizers and all that stuff. And then underneath here is that case for the Matco impact, Harbor Freight diesel engine compression tester, Blue Point hammer with interchangeable heads, some extensions, or extension cords, gear puller, some extra rags and stuff, and more rags down here, and air tool oil down there. And then onto the side, we have my fluids and stuff, extra gloves, my working platform, and my tool cart with a tool bag and bungee cords and extra storage underneath, like battery terminal cleaner, mass airflow cleaner, and some Fresh for the cabin air filters, and a this is I use for brake cleaner. And on my tool cart, I also have this magnet from Harbor Freight. Actually, really good buy. I bought 2 of them. The second one actually holds all of my extensions in place. And yes, I know that is a lot of play for this drawer, but it is a Kobalt. So, yep, that's my toolbox tour. Hope you guys like it.